Before the US left the gold standard, Fort Knox held an enormous amount of gold. And it was the most secure and heavily guarded facility in the world. And it literally was just filled with tons of gold. But in 1971, President Richard Nixon, who I think is kind of known for being a crook, took the US off the gold standard, and it was supposed to be temporary.
Dude, check the news. It doesn't matter what channel.
I have directed the Secretary of the Treasury to take the action necessary to defend the dollar against the speculators. I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets, except in amounts and conditions determined to be in the interest of monetary stability and in the best interest of the United States.
But then it became permanent. And since then, the dollar's been free floating, and the government basically has the power to print as much as it wants. If you remember the last administration, they're like, oh no, we're telling companies they can't work and people have to come home because that's what's going to create safety. So let's just print trillions of this and ship it in the mail and say, we're sorry. And I'm like, that created inflation. Why? Because the dollar lost confidence because they created more of it. And as it lost value, guess what it did? It's like, thank you for this money, but it also increased the cost of gas and bread and everything else that I need in life. Was it a smart move? Might have felt good to get the check if you got one of those, but it hurt us in a really big way.